All Panasonic cameras have the ability to shoot in black and white or monochrome as well as color. Now, they can also do this for video or for stills, so you can shoot a black and white movie here. Now, keep in mind that when you're doing this, if you're shooting a video or you're shooting JPEG only files, your file will be black and white. You can't go back to color once you shot it. But in stills, if you shoot a JPEG plus a RAW file, the RAW file will be in color, the JPEG will be in black and white, so it's sort of like having a safety net. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the settings that are in the camera. There are some unique ones for adding tones to it, changing contrast, things like that. And just give you a few tips on black and white, and then show you a few examples that I've shot with Panasonic cameras over the years, including a black and white video. So anyways, hope you enjoy and give black and white a try. There are two ways to access the monochrome or the black and white settings in the camera. Today I'm using a G9. First way is to push the Q menu button, the quick menu button on the back of the camera, and that takes you to a series of settings that we think you're going to need access to most often. One of those is the color styles, and so here I can go and I can change it to monochrome, L monochrome, or L monochrome D, which are available in the G9. I'm going to go back to standard here. Now I'm going to access it this time by pushing the menu set button on the back of the camera and going to my camera settings, my still camera settings, which are here. Now the camera defaults to standard. There's vivid, natural. Now monochrome is basic monochrome. This is available in all cameras. It gives you the most dynamic range. I like this one because it gives me a lot of shadow information and highlight information. L monochrome, which is available in certain models, is a lot more dramatic, as you can see. This is great for nighttime pictures or something where you just want a lot of drama in it. L monochrome D is available in certain models. This is the newest setting. It's only available in models from the last year or so. And this is meant to simulate film like Tri-X or films from the 1960s. Let's go back to monochrome D. Now, if I use my down arrow, you'll see these adjustments which are available in each setting. Here this shows me that I can adjust contrast up or down. I can adjust sharpness. If I want to reduce the sharpness or for some reason increase the sharpness so I can do something in post-processing, I can do it here. Noise reduction. You might want to use this. Some people reduce noise reduction so they actually get a noisier image in order to reduce the noise in post-processing. I prefer it to be at 0. Color tone. I like color tone. I tend to do this. If you go to the left, the minus numbers, you get a little more warmth, a little more yellow. I like -1 because it gives me a kind of a sepia effect to the picture. But if you go to this side, you get blue. Color filters. These are filters like we used to use when we shot film in cameras. A good example is the yellow filter. Yellow will make blues darker. So if you shoot where we have a lot of blue sky, you might turn on the yellow filter and it'll give you more dramatic skies. Grain effect is interesting. So you have high, medium, high standard, and low. And what grain effect does is simulates film grain. It's a more random grain than the noise that's produced by a digital image. So again, you can access all of these settings in all of our cameras. And again, it's available for video or for stills. Remember, if you shoot JPEG only or video, it stays as a black and white file. You can't get color back in it. If you shoot RAW files for stills, that's going to be a color image. So I like to shoot RAW plus JPEG, so I have my black and white and I have my color as a backup. These images were all shot using the monochrome feature in various LUMIX cameras. As you can see in most of these, I added a little bit of warmth, a little bit of yellow to them to make them look a little bit more sepia. And again, here is one we're using the L monochrome D for more dramatic effect. And a street scene, and then end with a landscape here. I want to end here on a monochrome video shot with the Panasonic LUMIX S5 on a beautiful snowy day in Portland, Oregon. Thanks for listening.
Panasonic.